It's better.
And
Thank
also
you.
you can, turn it up your end as well, just to make sure that you've got it right, what you want. I'm just looking at the chat. So basically, for those that have just joined, just interested in how you're feeling at the moment, and because it really does assist me in, where I take the healings as well. Ah, Oh, that's a great question, actually. So it's called the triple om because we work with a tuning fork, and then we have a chime pipe, a very long chime pipe, and then a chime bar. So basically, it's three ways of delivering the om. So same frequency, same vibration, but there's just three ways. And the way that I created it back in, well, nearly 11 years ago now, it has that kind of rhythm that allows the brain just become peaceful. So I'm just going to invite you to just take a few minutes to just about 5 minutes just to sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound. Because you're all, getting on the screen and coming home. Just take a breath and just listen for the moment. And then we've got some lovely new. So welcome again, everybody. So just a few moments with that track can really assist in allowing us to become centered. And when we become centered, it is such a better place to be for life, being centered, because we find those answers within us. And one of the things the study showed us, so thank you for all of those beautiful individuals that have been with us from the beginning. And, Dr. Nihar and I cannot express our gratitude enough for the people that have been with us since literally February 2023. So we're 14 months into offering this now. First of all, it was every week for 6 weeks, and now it's every month, or as near as we can around my commitments with my twin grandchildren. So share this track with your friends, share it with your family. We'll put the link back on into the WhatsApp group, because what we've done is we've managed to get sound healing into medicine, which is no mean feat. we have, quite a few medical professionals here, doctors, etc., etc. And, to get something into medicine takes a long time. And the study that Dr. Nihar and colleagues have written, and they've managed to get it into a format that is accepted. I'm just so grateful and so proud of the collaboration that we've had with our GRIAM. And I just want to say as well, we have now rolled out the Tuning for Health program. And I had 80 of my ambassadors. So I've trained probably over, hundreds and hundreds of ambassadors of sound. These are sound therapists over the years. And we have had a lot of the ambassadors express their interest in bringing it to areas where they are living. And we have got 2 ambassadors around Leicester. So I know one of them has got in contact with you, Gurdeep, and then there's another lady called Tony who is also going to get in touch with you, because they can do in-person offerings as well. I'm down in Cornwall, so I can't really do that, but I look forward to the day where I actually meet Dr. Nihar in person, which it will be. So Tuning for Health program is a 6-week program, exactly what we did when we all did it here online. If any of you is happy to put on your screen, it's really lovely for me to see your beautiful faces. If you're not happy to do that, that's okay. But it is really lovely for me not to look at black boxes. And you're not on screen. The way we actually record this, you can only see me. You can't see anyone else. So, it's really nice to see people. But I am going to share now. Oh, well done, people. Thank you. I'm going to share some, the poster actually, before we get into the meditation. And I'm going, where did I put it? Hold on. Share screen. Basic. Where's it gone? Here we go. No, hold on. Just bear with me. There we go. Right. Let's just finding my way around Zoom so I can share it with you. There we go. So I don't know, can you all see that? Can you just give me a thumbs up if you can see this? Yeah. So this is the poster that was created by Dr. Neha and her team. And this is what was actually presented at the Congress. But can I let Dr. Neha, can I let you take over and explain, please?
Sure. Thank you, Debbie, and thank you for sharing. It was all her wonderful idea and the work over the years that we all have witnessed. So I remember all of you from the very first day when we started this, we all invited and requested you to be part of this study, as we wanted to know what actually happens and gather the experiences of people into the real world setting. So this research is not really done as a control setting, but more of a real world setting, because real world is very different than in the lab or in a control setting. So the sound, what really happens in everyday life, all aches and pains and difficulties, daily challenges, and how it actually works. That's what the study was all about. So the first stage, we only did the acute impact. And I still remember the very first session, we asked, just like Debbie asked now, how are you feeling? And everybody actually put their pain scores, put their numbers. And then they said, this is how much in pain they were. And later on, when we asked them, this is the first study we did.
Yes.
And this is where we asked them energy. Yes, energy, fatigue, pain, anxiety. This is all what we gathered from the people sharing their experience before starting the first track when she played. And after half an hour, the session was only half an hour to 40 minutes, and we started this discussion again. And this was the acute impact. We saw 72% reduction actually in the fatigue. And people said, the numbers, it was all gathered in numbers, so we could calculate the percentage. The feeling of generalized tension and worry reduced to 86%, and 84% actually wrote it down to say their total mood and generalized anxiety actually got better, and bodily pain. This was 66%. I don't think that's significant results, even we hear in half an hour with paracetamol or ibuprofen. It takes time to kick in, and then we are so used to of these medications that they stop working after a while. But the sound really made that tremendous difference in pain. And that's what I was more fascinated to do the long term, because again, it was so relaxing, pain goes down, but is it really the sound, or is it just, relaxation which kicked in? So then this is where we did follow-up study. We actually did 6 weeks when Debbie finished 6 weeks whole program. During that time, we told everyone to practice just play button at least once in a day, twice in a day, however they may like, whenever they like. So it was a choice given to everybody to play, just as if you need a medicine, just use the sound as medicine. And in the 6 weeks, this is what we gathered, that pain score continuously reduced and stayed on the lower levels. The significant reduction, when we say we actually saw 70 to 80% again here, and which is quite tremendous for us to see. If you see from very 6 week, but then after that we didn't do regular weekly session, we came to the monthly meetings. And even that time when we were just meeting monthly, but people continued to practice the sound when they needed, so that change actually continuously going down. So this is unusual. Usually we see that after any treatment or program we do, and when we leave them on their own, it just goes back up again. But here it actually continued to go down, which was very, very interesting for us to actually establish that sound is really just not relaxation. It does work on internally to some extent, some way. We know that there are some hypotheses and theories that making sense in these data. The significant change other than pain, what we gathered was sleep. People actually use sound, and significant number of people in our group which constantly said that I use when I need for the pain relief. I use this just to sleep, and I do sleep. So the sleep parameters broadly, very broadly, what we could do actually, efficiency, how effectively, so how much time they do, and onset latency, how quickly they fall asleep after this. So this is, you see, the blue one is before, and the orange one is after using sound. So you see the blue is quite high before using the sound. And even when they started doing it, this efficiency started to improve very much. They had longer hours. Even the onset started to reduce. Before, it was taking too much time to fall asleep or stay asleep, but then later on it actually reduced the time period, so they could actually go to sleep quickly and faster. Anxiety and depression was no rocket science. We all know that it did work tremendously and continued to go down even when we stopped the regular intervention and regular following them, saying play every day. This is people who played every day because they actually felt that this is what helping them. So pain, other than what we could not put it on the poster because of the little space given to us, pain medication score reduced significantly, where people said we are not using ibuprofen or painkillers, and we are just simply playing the play button from the soundtrack, home track. We also found very much satisfactory remarks from people sharing their large testimonials. So we could not gather that here, but we had long write-ups to say how significantly it helped them to overcome their chronic trauma, chronic stress, chronic symptoms, the severity of symptoms other than pain and sleep. Everything actually started to come down. And this is where we were very happy to and very confident to share to the world. And that is where we went to the European Psychiatry. There they opened it for whole health, mental health for all. And this is first studies which was done in a community setting, real-time settings, and real-time data, real people sharing their real-time impact as it happened. So there is nothing what we could change. It is all what you shared. So thank you very much for sharing, being part of this amazing journey. And I don't think any of us can thank you enough, Debbi, for what she has developed, what she's created, and what she has given to the world. I think this major milestone remain in the history, medical science as well as in the community. Thank you, Debbi, and thank you everybody who joined us.
Oh,
All to you, Debbi.
oh well, thank you so much. Oh, sorry. I just wanted to show you this picture. This picture came up. Now, this was me when I was very sick with ME back in 2009. And I found the sounds. I wouldn't have shown you, it just came up. So I found the sounds assisted in my healing journey. And you can see it's almost like my eyes have lost their life and their soul. So very, very so happy that Dr. Nihar contacted me back in February time, and we were able to launch in March, and here we are over a year later, and people are still using it and still feeling the benefits. You know, there's nearly 150 people in our WhatsApp group. If you're not part of the WhatsApp group, Dr. Nihar will put the link in, and please, we don't post much in it, but at least we can give you updates and things like this. And then this is obviously the certificate, which obviously will be proudly going on my wall, and I'm sure Dr. Nihar's wall, as co-author, impact of an internet delivered sound healing intervention on chronic non-malignant pain and sleep disturbances in the community setting. So obviously that is something that we have all done together, and we celebrate that, and we celebrate you for being part of that. And I know some of you are quite new in joining. If you've got questions, please ask us. However, you know, the WhatsApp group is there also for your use and questions as well. So without further ado, I'm going to now play the Om. I'll just take you into a little bit of a meditation. I'm going to play the Om for about 20 minutes. There was a study done in the 70s, 1970s, by a doctor called Dr. Herbert Benson, and he called it the relaxation response. And what he showed without question, and he did blood tests, and it went into a laboratory, and it was analyzed. He took the bloods from people before and then after. His was an 8-week program of meditating or relaxation response for just over 25 minutes a day. And what it showed, now this is the incredible thing, that this is why the body is so clever. It showed that healthy genes, healthy genetics was switched on, and unhealthy genes, including cancer creating genes, were switched off. Now that is fact. That is a study he did in the 1970s. He wrote a book called The Relaxation Response, because in the 1970s, meditation wasn't a particular word that we could get into medicine, but now actually it's becoming much wider known. So I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to play you the track. Just bear with me while I go and get it. Okay. Thumbs up if it's okay. Yeah. Okay. So I just invite you now to start to relax. You might want to just get yourself comfortable with a blanket, pillow. Just make sure you're comfortable and cozy. Just allow your breath to become settled. Just know you don't have to be anywhere just for this time. Just here together. You don't have to be anywhere or do anything at all. Just listen and let your breath settle with the sounds. And just take a note of what your mind is doing. Busy? Is it quiet? But all is okay, all is welcome. The thought comes in, let it be like a cloud and just drift away. Concentrating on the sound. It's the sound of the on. Liquid on of our existence. Just take a note if anything is feeling uncomfortable or tense. Maybe you need to move just to relax a bit more. Allow the sounds to comfort you and to embrace you. Allowing the sounds to be directed to anything that may be of pain or discomfort in this moment. Now I invite you to just sit or lay and just listen and just be. Let the silence hold you. Within the silence is where the healing occurs. Within the silence, all the answers are found. Knowing that you are never alone. There is a divinity within you which matches the divinity of the Creator, the essence of life, of Source, of universal flow. And you are part of that creation. A beautiful, magnificent part of that creation. As we join together in this collective consciousness, listening to the sound of creation, the Om, allowing ourselves to still, even for a short time, ourselves, our bodies, our minds can rejoice in being together as part of something so magnificent and so important at this time. You are a beautiful being of light and love and divinity. And as so, live your best life in whichever way that means for you. Have kindness and compassion to flow through you to others, and receive kindness and compassion from others. Have magnificent qualities that you can share, and a kind word can change somebody's day or week. And kindness to self, kind words to you. So I invite you, if you would like to, repeat this mantra for yourself in your mind or out loud. I am love. I am peace. I am divine. I am one. I am all. So much love. So much thanks for you. for every single one of you here. I appreciate you so much. I invite you to just gently come back to the here and the now, softly. There is no rush. Everything in divine timing. As you float back to this moment, and allow the gentleness to continue. Allow the gentleness to just permeate your being. Bring your temple at home. Allowing yourself to listen to this track whenever you feel called. Once a day, we suggested on our trial. And you can do, it can be anywhere. It can be when you are laying, sleeping, cooking, getting ready for your day, on your computer, or assist in focus, when you're walking, like to your animals, to your children. The only thing you have to do is press play, and it will bring the benefits for you. Namaste, my friends, divine beings of all that you are. In this moment, the depth that these few sounds can bring you, I've never known, and it brings me into my center, into my place of peace. And if that does that for me, how would it be any different for anyone else? So I invite those who are resting to come back to the here and the now. You can listen. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, allowing yourself to just maybe have a stretch. You might want to just gently rub your face, bring yourself back to awareness. Maybe just gently rub your head, massage your head. It's just getting back into the body after potentially a little trip around wherever you went to. I know some people go to sleep and then we stop the Zoom call and they go, oh, where did you go? So just know that you've got it as medicine. So if you're feeling a little bit out of sync in any shape or form, I used it the other day for a headache. It got rid of my headache. Used it for discomfort. And I use it with my dogs. We rescue dogs and I use it with my dogs. So if people are awake, if you want to put anything in the chat box, please do. We try to keep this right now as being quite quiet and quite so that you drift in and out without too many words and too much noise. So the only thing to do is press play. And I'm really excited that we've got lovely Gurdeep here, who is in Leicester. And so she's going to contact with Dr. Neha. And then there'll be in-person groups, which is really, really, really exciting. So is everybody okay? Everybody all right? Yeah. Obviously, I can't see you in the black boxes, so hopefully we're all okay and back in the room. So let me just see where we're at for the next meeting. Just to let you know. So we'll be looking at Thursday, the 16th of May, if that's all right with everybody. Thursday, the 16th of May. I'll just pop you in. And that is at 6 o'clock. So thank you all.
Thank you so much.
You're all very welcome. And it's our pleasure. And I'm going to put some, I found actually one of my students that I've just trained found a YouTube clip that somebody had taken the trip along, and I don't mind because it's free for everybody to use. And they've made a YouTube clip with beautiful flowers. So I'll put the link in our group because it was really beautiful. Well done them. So please share away. And I look forward to seeing you in 4 weeks' time. Have a blessed time. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.